Hey guys, this is Ruby and it is that time again. Yes, where I annoy you with the new expansion coming out by talking about it, but who cares because it's here. The Omen of 10 is here. Things to point out about it is the new mechanic, invocation. Basically, as it says, it allows you to play cards directly from your deck by satisfying specific requirements. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go over 3 classes per video, seeing how there's like 8 classes plus neutral. And without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible because generally that's what everyone, including myself, prefers. Yeah, let's get started. Let's get started with Zudia, Omen of Killing. Fanfare, change the enemy leader's maximum defense to 6. So I'm not sure how much you know about this game, but you start with 20 life, and this card changes it to 6, which means a few things. One, notice how this is like a turn 10 card. You have to last until turn 10, or else, you know, you just die. Also, if your opponent has a board by turn 9, like, you still can potentially lose. Basically, cards like Burst Shot, ideally supposed to be played after this because Burst Shot already does like 4 damage, so you just have to kill like 4 fairies, and it'll do 6, and your opponent dies. Also, this has 6 attacks, so you actually have to, so your opponent has to kill this card too. Very interesting, like a maximum defense to 6, like that's rough. So yeah. This card's pretty cool. I like that you can play for 10. It's like you can play this like turn 7 or something. So we'll see if this gets used. I'm looking forward to it. But what I'm mostly looking forward to is Tia, Crystallian Noble. It's 1/1/1 Fanfare. Put Crystallia even to your hand and change its cost to 3 if at least 2 other cards were played this turn. Change its cost to 1 instead if at least 4 other cards were played this turn. So let's look at what a Crystallia Eve is. Crystallia Eve is a 4/4/4. Now that's just perfectly on curve, and you're probably thinking about, well, what else is good about it? If you get reduced and it's a 3-drop, that's pretty crazy. If it becomes a 1-drop 4/4, that's nuts. That's actually insane. That would, like, in aggro decks or even mid-range, like, this card is going to be a pain in the ass for everyone. You know, Oni was like, I don't get it, that's kind of hard to pull off, and I'm like, okay, I think it's been a while since Oni played this game, but I think he's about to learn real quick what's about to happen. And yeah, let's move on. Luxglaive Bale Ward, another card I'm looking forward to. Whenever an ally follower is destroyed, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. So you easily could just play this on like turn 4, turn 3, plays for 0, along with the fucking Crystallia Eve. Oh, this is a 1-drop, a 1-drop 4/4 followed by a 0-drop 4/4 with Ward. Like, can you imagine how like obnoxious that board is? Which is like my whole point. So yeah, this card's really good. It's gonna see a lot of gameplay. I feel like it's really good. I like it lots. Apostle of Unkilling. Randomly put a spell that costs 1 play point or less from your deck into your hand. So it already pulls a card for you, which is good. At the end of your turn, restore defense to your leader equal to the number of enemy followers in play. So this card is pretty good. I can see this card being run over Korra, depending on like this new deck archetype that's gonna come out with like the Unkilling and stuff. Definitely this card is going to be used more than Korra in my mind, because like these stats are like very strong. It's like a 5/8, and then it pulls spell into your hand, and then at the end of the turn it heals you depending on how many people are on the other side of the field. Like, that's actually really obnoxious. Like, so you're like in an aggro deck, ugh. So I don't know. I think that's really. I think this card's really cool. I really like it. I'm definitely gonna be running it in my Forest Craft decks. Hornet Soldier. This is another card that I might run if I don't want to run Impossible Unkilling. Excuse me. Fanfare. Choose. Put either a Hornet Warrior or a Hornet Sting into your hand. First of all, I'm glad they still have like the choose mechanics because I like that. Put both in your hand instead if at least 2 other cards were played this turn. Let's see. Hornet Warrior is a 2/1/1 with Rush and Bane. That's literally excellent removal. So cheap. It literally kills anything. So that's actually really powerful. And then there's Hornet Sting. It's just a 3-drop, deal 3 damage to the enemy leader. So it's a cheaper demonic strike, which is also cool. Pairs well with the Zudia, the Omen Unkilling, because all you need is like 2 of these, and like your opponent's health is 6, and you win. So yeah, I really like Hornet Soldier. It's a good card. I'm not sure if it's gonna be more popular than Impossible Unkilling. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious to see which card's better, because this is just a silver, even though it's really good for silver. Like, these stats are also good. It's a 5/4 for 5. Really good stats. Really good card, in my opinion. Disciple of Unkilling. Give an enemy follower -4/-0 until the end of your opponent's turn. That's cute. And it's very Forest Craft to do something like this. Very Forest Craft of them to do some shit like this. However, excuse me. However, I can't see this card being used over Matera, because that is it Matera? Yeah, over Matera, because Matera in general is just a better 4-drop. Like, her ability is just better. This is good. Like, you can get some value trading, like if it's like a really big thing like that. Basically, you use this, evolve it, and then you kill it, and then you don't take any damage, which is cool. But Matera can kill 2 things, and that's always more, you know, that's true value, as opposed to just leaving something alive, but hey, I have a 5/6, it's untouched, because your opponent could kill it using like whatever shenanigans your opponent has. So yeah, that's how I feel about this card. It's whatever. Mark of the Unkilling. Banish enemy follower with 0 attack or less. Draw a card. Enhance for 6. Banish any enemy follower instead. I feel like this is supposed to be with this. It's just one of those things where, and banishing is cool and all, and I might run this spell, but I don't know. Using 2 cards, well, technically 1 card because you draw a card just to kill 1 creature. I'm not sure how I feel about that. When Matera by herself can kill 2, and she'll actually draw a card if she trades with something. See, I think I still stick with Matera. I still might put this in my deck though, definitely. Servant Unkilling. Given an enemy follower -0/-1 until the end of your opponent's turn. Can't see it being used. Too many other good cards. Fairy Circle. Put 2 fairies in your hand. So this is a reprint of a card that was here from like the beginning of the game, essentially. For 1 drop, you get 2 fairies in your hand. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a good card. In non-aggro decks, I can see this card being used more. Octris, Omen of Usurp. We're in Swordcraft land. Okay, yay! Oh, this card, yay! Octris, Omen of Usurpation. Fanfare, remove all last word effects on enemy follower and give those effects to his follower. Fanfare, enhance 8. Gain +2/+2 and ability to evolve for 0 evolution points. Recover 2 play points. When you evolve, randomly put 2 of the following cards into your hand. Oh, sorry, my throat's already gotten dry. Alright, So let's not stop at the fanfare ability. Remove all last word effects on an enemy follower and give those effects to this follower. Whew. Like, I want to talk about a card that literally just like shits on everything. Like, this is so stupid. Like, it's actually so stupid. I don't know what to say about this card. Like, it's really strong. That's a really strong thing. And then the fanfare ability, basically it becomes a 4/5. And you can evolve it, so 4/5. A 6/7 for 8, 6/7 with rush. But then you recover 2 play points. So it's like it's actually for 6, which is actually really good. It's a 6/7 with rush, and you get 2 play points back. And then you get 2 of 4 cards in your hand. Let's see what these cards are. Gilded Blade, ping something for 1. Gilded Boots, you gain rush. Gilded Goblet, you restore 2 defense to an ally. And Gilded Necklace, give +1/+1 to a follower. So these are cute, but I'm not over the moon about them because it's random. So it's like, if you got the Gilded Boots, what are you gonna give them to her? She already has rush. Like, it may not be the card that you need when you need it. So I don't really care so much about what happens when she evolves. Like, that's like a cute little plus thing she gets. All of this is good enough. This by itself is good enough. So yeah, this is a really powerful card. But, you know, then again, it's swordcraft, so shock. Rapier Master. Enhance 2, gain +1/+1. Enhance 4, gain +1/+1 more in Bane. Enhance 6, +1/+1 more and Ward. Enhance 8, +1/+1 more and Rush. And enhance 10, +1/+1 more. So it's literally just becomes a mini Zeus without Storm. That sounds not broken. A 6/6 with Bane, Ward, and Rush for 10. Yeah. Swordcraft, ladies and gentlemen. Play this for 2, it becomes a 2/2. Like, that's I'm moving on. This, yeah. Before I go on a rant. Apostle of Usurpation? Yes. Usurpation. Fanfare, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Randomly put one of the cards into your hand, the Gilded Blade, Goblet, Boots, or Necklace, and you play a loot card, deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. I would like this card. It's just that it's a lot of random stuff happening. You randomly put one of the cards into your hand, and then you randomly do 2 damage to an enemy. It's like random. Lots of random stuff happening. Not exactly my most favorite concept of everything being random. So, I mean, it does good stats. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this card. Maybe it's more broken if we see it in action. I don't know. Just everything being so random. You know, RNG has never been kind to me. So, I don't know. We'll see. Aloe Day? Sure. Fanfare, put either a flare wing spear or frost wing spear into your hand. Let's see, flare wing, 4-drop card, 3 damage to enemy follower, 3 damage to enemy leader. So it's like a slightly stronger piercing rune. And Frostwing Spear, given unevolved ally follower the ability to evolve for 0 evolution play points. So basically they're like, wow, we're really sad that whatchamacallit, Luminous Mage is gone. Let's take care of that. And like give everyone the ability to evolve for 0 play points. Will I see this being used? Probably people are gonna try it. It's 4/3/3, so the stats are okay. But these cards are like, I don't know. Not so much the flare wing, because I feel like the flare wing's like a little expensive and also very out of character for sword. But this frostwing spear bullshit. Oh no, see that I don't like. This and letting an enemy essentially evolve for 2, like, basically giving an enemy +2/+2 and rush, like for a 2-drop, like for 2-drop spell. Like I don't know, that seems very broken to me. Oh, I know I did that. Disable Usurpation, or you as ambush, when you play a loot card, gain +0/+1. Notice follower attacks, trying to put one of the cards in your hand. Excuse me. Basically, Gilded Blade, Goblet Boots, or Necklace. Same story. Don't like that it's random. As an ambush, but I don't think it's gonna see much gameplay. To be honest, they're better 3-drops by far. Weathered Vanguard, enhance 7, summon 3 Steel-clad Knights. Steel-clad Knights are 2-drop 2/2s. Basically, this is just a budget Arthur. Basically, Arthur does the same thing, but better because it gives you better creatures with ward, rush, and other bullshit. But yeah, this card's good. This card is good. It's not bad. You just wouldn't run it over Arthur. So yeah, basically that. Servant of Usurpation. Gain +1/+1. World Clash. Gain +1/+1. Once again, put one of the cards into your hand. Gilded blah blah blah. If there's a card that did something, depending on how many gilded spells you played, then maybe I would say like the gilded stuff has like worth. But to me, it's not worth it. To be honest, although this card's like cool because it gets +1/+1, so you can like trade with stuff. Like you trade with other 1-drops. You can trade with fairies who have the bullshit whatchamacallit, Wood of Brambles. There we go. So yeah, this card isn't bad. I still think they're better 2-drops, so I don't know, we'll see what rotates out. Usurping Spine Blade, 3 damage to an enemy follower, randomly put one of the cards in your hand, This card I don't mind, because this is a spell that already pings something for 3 damage, so I don't mind actually using this card. Very similar to the, to the Flame of, Shield of Flame kind of thing. So yeah, I actually like it a lot. Like, for some reason, I don't care about the other, like, people, like, or, like, the other followers who give you a loot card, but I'm okay with this damaging spell giving me a loot card. It's like, wow, I do 3 damage to a creature, and then I get a card in my hand. I don't know, for some reason, I really like that. Oh, and last but not least, we're going to do Rune Craft, the best craft. Providence of Creation. Oh god, I can't wait for this. 20. Accelerate 10, which means you can only play this on turn 10. Draw a card, put a Prophetess of Creation into your deck, recover 9 play points. So, basically it costs 1, which you can only play on turn 10. Invocation. At the end of your turn, put a Prophetess of Creation from your deck into play. If you play a card that originally cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 play points this match. Can't be targeted by enemy spells and effects. Can't be destroyed by spells and effects. So, essentially, now this card sounds crazy, and it kind of is, but to be fair, you can pull this off. It's like this is totally pull offable. Let's see. There's many 1-drop cards, many 2-drop cards are used. There's a 3-drop, there's a 4-drop, there's a 5-drop, there's a 6-drop. 7 drop is when it gets a little weird as to what you want to run. And then there's an 8 drop Fire Embrace, then turn 9 is Chimera, and then 10 play point card is the Flame Destroyer. So we actually have answers for we have an answer to actually fulfill all these requirements. Is it worth running 3 of these in a deck? Absolutely not. You should still have a Chimera deck, and if you ask me, I would say I'd run 1 of these cards just because it's cute. It's still a spell. Accelerate 10 is still a spell, so you can still play it. And it would just be really nice if you could get it off, but I wouldn't say you should have decks dedicated to doing this, because that's actually kind of bothersome. It's not impossible, it's just bothersome, that's all. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Rayo, Omen of Truth. Spell boost all the cards in your deck 9 times. I really like this card. That's really broken. My only one complaint is that it does nothing for the cards in your hand, which in my mind, that's slightly more important. But drawing a Chimera that's already doing 10 damage once you draw it is also very good. I might run this as like the 7, like this would be the 7 drop that would be needed to get off the Prophetess of Creation. Like it's either this or the Snow King or the Onion Person. I wish they would just make a 7 play point spell that people would just use, but nah, I don't know. This is how I feel. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna be running this guy. I want to see if he works. Apostle of Truth. Ooh, this one. Fanfare. Discard a card with spell boost from your hand. Then put a random card with spell boost that originally costs more than the discarded card from your deck into your hand. And spell boost it X times. X equals the number of times the discarded card has been spell boosted. So basically, if you spell boost the card 5 times, you can discard it, draw another card that has spell boost, and that card will be spell boosted 5 times as well. So yeah, this card is nuts. Like, oh my god, if you get a Chimera with this, nuts. Absolutely nuts. Oh my god, I actually really like this card. I feel like the only thing that's maybe I don't like about it is that if I need a 2-drop, it's one of those things that I never liked about Shadowverse, but at the same time it makes Shadowverse balanced, is that they force you to do abilities. Like, if you play this, you have to discard a card. It's not you may discard a card, like you have to discard a card with spell boost. Like, it's not giving you an option otherwise. But it's still a really powerful ability. So, like, worst case scenario, if it proves to make me lose more games than win it, I'll just take it out. But I can see this card being very strong. So yeah. Disciple of Truth. Accelerate 1, store 1 defense to your leader, fanfare, deal 1 defense to your leader. Yeah, I don't see this card being used. We already have enough 1 play point spells, and no one's trying to really heal in this deck. Truth's Education. This card is nuts. Summon a Guardian Golem and give it +X/+X. Deal Y damage to an enemy leader. Restore Z defense to your leader. X, Y, and Z equal the number of times this card has been spell boosted, split randomly between the 3 effects. So yeah, this is RNG. This card is RNG. I'm actually so excited to use this card because it's nutty. This card is not a card that should exist. Don't get me wrong, this is a card that, like, the design of it as a whole is actually quite terrible for a card game, but, you know, the person in me who just loves runecraft is like, sure, this is what I love. This is a silver, by the way. This is a silver, guys. Let that just ruminate in your beautiful heads. It's a silver. But anyways, So first of all, Guardian Golem, which I forgot, is a 3/3 with ward. So even if it gets nothing, it's still a 3/3 with ward. So you can get a 3/3 with ward, deal 4 to the enemy's face, and get nothing and heal nothing. Or it becomes a 5/5, heal, deal 2 damage to the enemy's face, and then heal for 2. Like, it can... I like this card because it can just do whatever it wants. And that's awful. And kind of overpowered, and yet... Yeah, no, it's just overpowered. I don't know. I really like this card. Like, personally, I like this card. Objectively, I know it's not a good card. It's not. Objectively, I know that, but I can't help. Because it's just so kooky and so stupid. Like... This card is really stupid. Like, this is the good old Shadowverse ingenuity at its finest. Oh man, I can't wait to use that card. Servant of Truth, 7/3/5. Accelerate 2, hit something for 2, fanfare, deal 4 damage to an enemy follower. This card is bad. Moving on. It is a card. Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, so we're done for this video. Next video, I'm going to cover Dragoncraft, Shadowcraft, and Bloodcraft. If you guys enjoyed this video, by all means, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. We're going to talk about more cards. Check out Twitter, check out our Discord, it's Diggity Dope, and check out our Twitch, because after all, it is just Twitch. This has been Doo, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Until then, bye!